It's a trap!
I'm Peter Brown, and you're watching Futbol Miami TV's Local News. Wil Trapp has joined Inter Miami. This deal came out of nowhere. Nobody saw it coming. If you say you did, you're lying. Trapp was Columbus Crew through and through, having been born there, grown up there, went to college there, and played for Columbus Crew for 7 years. He captained the Crew for 3 of those years, helping the club get through the tough Save the Crew era. Trapp is considered one of the best midfielders in MLS, and Miami got him for only $100,000 in GAM and 1 international slot that they didn't need. That price could go up to $300,000 if Trapp meets certain performance metrics. Miami got him for a steal, and that's because Trapp is in his final year of his contract with dreams of playing abroad. That, and as a classic holding midfielder, he doesn't quite fit into Crew coach Caleb Corder's system. In 2018, Trapp did have an offer from Blackburn Rovers for $1.25 million that the Crew turned down. So we may only have Trapp for this year if he gets interest overseas. Either that or he loves Miami and Miami loves him and he renews his contract with MLS. Wil Trapp famously scored a 92nd minute goal from 35 yards out against the hated Orlando City for a comeback win. We expect to see that here. What I'm curious about is, where were all the other MLS clubs? I think there should have been a bidding war for this player once he became available. Their loss is our gain. The squad is shaping up with some nice MLS and international experienced talent. I can't tell you how excited I am to see Wil Trapp at Lockhart Stadium. How do you feel about Rodolfo Pizarro? As of 5 p.m. Monday, the Athletic's Paul Tenorio reported that Pizarro and Miami have agreed to personal terms, and all that's left is agreeing on the release clause. Reports out of Mexico are that Monterrey are locked in on a non-negotiable $19 million buyout. Inter Miami's sporting director Paul McDonough said they will not pay $19 million. Word is Miami is offering something closer to $10 million. If they could come to some nice middle ground, we will see Pizarro in pink in the next few days. Wherever Miami head coach Diego Alonso goes, Pizarro is soon to follow. The two have worked together at both Pachuca and Monterrey and are destined to be together again in South Florida. But my question to you again is, how do you feel about Pizarro? This club has promised us the stars. Sky's the limit. We've been linked to every high-profile player available and some that aren't available. Is Pizarro the type of player promised? The answer is no. He is not the marketable face or name that fringe soccer fans will clamor for. He does, however, have, a marketable look with his blonde highlights for, whatever that's worth. Does he move the needle for those soccer snobs that are in South Florida? No. So he's not what the club led us to believe we would get. Are we settling for the best we could find at this point? Probably. He isn't our version of David Beckham, but he is a player that our head coach believes in and really, really wants. Alonso wants Pizarro here like yesterday. When the club decides to hire a coach, then we need to allow him to have the players that he feels will fit within his system. Some soccer pundits have called Pizarro the best of his generation. Others have said he could be inconsistent. Most, however, feel he will do big things in MLS. Think about this. At age 25, his European dreams may be over. So far, no European team has been willing to spend close to the $19 million for him. So, South Florida could be his final destination. And that's not a bad thing. If he's good enough and he embraces South Florida, he could become the face of this club long term. Tell us what you think in the comments below. And let's not forget about Roger Martinez, the Club America player that is on again, off again, over and over again. At this point, reports are that Club America and Inter Miami have come to a deal. They came to a deal about a month ago, and the deal is now being held up because the player agent isn't happy about his cut. Are you kidding me? We've heard that Club America told Martinez to take the Miami deal or sit on the bench. They're not playing him. Right now, I don't want him. I know he's good, and the Colombians here will love him. But if he has any reservations about coming here, I don't want him here. I get the feeling he will be more trouble than he's worth. The player and his agent can stay in Mexico. We've lost out on Cavani for now, as PSG and Miami could not come to terms. But the hopes for Cavani are not dead. In fact, another player has been added to the mix, and that is Luka Modric. These possible deals aren't for this season, but for next. While Inter Miami are trying to build their 2020 roster, they're also working towards their 2021. So Cavani for 2021 could be a real possibility. Pulling Luka Modric away from Real Madrid might be a little more difficult. Will doubling his current salary work? Miami are reportedly willing to do just that to convince Modric to play in South Florida. And they're not trying to get one of these players. Word is they're trying to land both, Cavani and Modric. We haven't even played a game, and the 2021 rumor mill has already started. You gotta love it. I love the fact that our team is even in these conversations. It shows the reach and the vision this club has for now and the future. A bit of concerning news with Julian Carranza injuring his left foot last week in practice. At this time, we still do not know the severity of the injury, but we can see a pretty serious wrap on his left foot. It doesn't look good for the season opener in LA. Word out of camp is that Carranza is really, really good. He's impressed everybody. And thoughts are he's going to tear up MLS when he's healthy. On Tuesday, Inter Miami released the long-awaited Flex Pack for people that don't want to or can't commit to a full season ticket package. 2 partial season ticket plans have been released, black and pink. Each include 8 home games, and they both include pre-sale access to purchase single game tickets for the March 14th home debut against LA Galaxy. So to be clear, neither pack includes the March 14th game. You will get the first crack at buying those separately. The black plan includes both Atlanta and Orlando, which will be must-see games against future rivals. The pink plan does not include any possible rivals, but you will get to see MLS Cup champs Seattle Sounders and MLS Cup runner-ups Toronto. The partial plans still give you a nice discount compared to single game tickets. In section 114, my section, the partial plan will cost you $33 each per seat per game, whereas a single game ticket in 114 will cost you $41 when they become available. The supporter section will run $29 each compared to $35 for single games. Obviously, you get an even bit better savings with the full season ticket package, but you still get a reasonably priced seats in the partial plan. Which plan would you pick, pink or black? Let us know in the comments below. Fort Lauderdale, you now have a locally branded USL League One team to cheer for. Sunday, Inter Miami unveiled the name and logo for Fort Lauderdale Club de Futbol. The branding gives a Fort Lauderdale identity with the obvious connection back to parent club Inter Miami. I love that the logo is a simplified version of Inter Miami's. It all makes sense. There's no confusion that this is your path to the pros. I've heard from some Fort Lauderdale Strikers fans who were hoping to see the Strikers brand and colors to be brought back for this lower level club. And as much as I would love to see the red and yellow hoops back at Lockhart, it wouldn't make much sense. The entire stadium and training facility have Inter Miami colors, so red and yellow just doesn't fit. There was a pink version of the Strikers kit, but that was just for breast cancer awareness. We wouldn't want that to be permanent. That's not traditional. With USL and MLS Club both having the same look and feel, there is no confusion as to what you as a player are striving for. More than anything, I am just so happy we aren't using a B or a 2 for our developmental team. As a Fort Lauderdale guy, I have to get my hands on some Fort Lauderdale CF merch. Where's my shirt? Where's my hat? That's a lot of news for this week. What news items struck a chord with you? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you Sunday evening at 7 p.m. for FMTV Weekly.